Hi guys! So this is my April TBR, although I think it's more of an April/May TBR just because May I've got exams and April I've got revision in May as well. So these are more books that I'm just aiming to finish in the next 2 months, although I think I'll do them all in April and probably not really read that much in May, unfortunately, except for studying stuff. Okay, I will stop talking about that now. Yeah, so I'll show you what I'm planning on reading. It's not too big a pill, but I think it's reasonable. It's more than I've read in the past couple of months individually. The first one is The Midwich Cuckoos by John Wyndham. I have started this. I'm 38 pages in. It was in my last book haul. I'm sure you probably saw it. It's sort of science fiction novel set in Earth. It was published in the 1950s and it about 220 pages long. I'm not dashing through it. I've not quite got to that point. I feel like I'm in a state of anticipation. I am waiting for something major to occur, and I think it's about to happen. So I'm feeling kind of like on edge, like what's about to come. I'm still kind of waiting for the major sort of plot point to come into play. So yeah, I am looking forward to that, and I'm thinking when that happens, I'm presuming I will read it faster because there'll be more of something to keep me hooked. That makes sense. Yeah, but so far so good, and I will review that one. This is Sherlock Holmes, The Veiled Detective by David Stuart Davies, not Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, because this is part of the Further Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, which is a series of Sherlock Holmes stories written by other authors, and this is a retelling of The Study in Scarlet. And I think David Stuart Davies has written other ones as well, so I'd be interested in checking them out once I finish this, because I am currently 157 pages in and there are 237, so I've got less than 100 to go. Really good so far. Really strange retelling though, like totally throws like curveballs at you. It's really different. Just some of the sort of motivations and things like that have been changed, and at first I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I was kind of angry, but the more I've got into it, I've kind of appreciated it for what it was. I appreciated it for what it is, and I am really enjoying it, and I'll probably review this too, although again it's something I wouldn't really recommend you bother reading unless you've actually read The Study in Scarlet, because I think a lot of the enjoyment in it is the differences and sort of getting like shocked, like, oh, that could have been what was going on all along. So yeah, but go read Study in Scarlet, because that's a good book. Next, I am planning on getting back up to date with my Fruits, well not up to date, but getting back on the Fruits Basket manga. This is volume 9 and I've got volume 10 on my bookshelf, so I might read both of them. Pretty quick reads, like one sitting, an hour or two. I'm not the fastest reader. Yeah, one of these is done, so that's easy. So it'd just be quite nice to get back into story, because they're so lovely. They're just lovely stories. The characters are lovely characters, and there are a lot of themes about friendship and love and family and that kind of thing, and they're just quite sweet with like a little undercurrent of fantasy, because in the Fruits Basket series, if you don't know, it is about a girl called Toru. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but she moves in with this family, and all the members of this, well, not all the members of this family, but most of the members of this family have this sort of curse where if they are hugged, embraced, that kind of thing, by the opposite sex, then they turn into an animal from the Chinese zodiac. So that gets in the way quite often and can cause a little bit of trouble in Fruits Basket land. Yeah, so I really like this series and I'm looking forward to getting back into it. I just think it's quite nice and lighthearted. Next, I am going to be listening to The Two Towers, not reading, listening to, which I think will make it easier, like on this sort of like, it's no pressure to listen to an audiobook because I can do it in the times when I wouldn't be doing anything else, like when I'm walking to work or that kind of thing, so it doesn't feel like it'll be taking away from my studying time, if that makes sense, and I find listening to audiobooks incredibly relaxing, because I just finished Fellowship of the Rings, which was great. Kind of embarrassed to say I'm still reading this, but it is A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. Yeah, I've not finished it yet. It's one of those books where, because each chapter is from a different character's perspective or follows a different character, there are some chapters that I whiz through like that because I'm really interested and I love those characters. Like, I love Daenerys' chapters and Tyrion and Arya's chapters, but Theon makes me angry and Catelyn's not that much more interesting than her son, sorry. So I think that's one of the good and bad things about the Game of Thrones series, is that there's probably definitely going to be some characters that you enjoy reading, but there's also probably definitely going to be some that you don't like so much. But yeah, I think that adds to the story, but it does mean, because it's quite a long book as it is, there's points where I get kind of bored and I put it down, and that's why it takes me so long to get through one. But I am now 45% of the way through, so I have been getting faster. Like, the more you read, I think the quicker I go. Like with Game of Thrones, by the time I was sort of like 80%, like I read the next 20 in like a day, because I was just really, really interested, and obviously a lot more was going on by the end of the book. So yeah, but I am enjoying it. I know a lot of people say they don't like the sequel to they don't like Clash of Kings as much as Game of Thrones, but I think I'm enjoying it a little bit more, just because I feel more familiar with the characters, and I like that. Like, I feel like I know them all better and I'm more interested in what's going on in their lives. I think it's one of those series that the more you read, the more you enjoy. And next is Jane Eyre, which I downloaded just a free Kindle version, and yeah, I'm planning on reading that. I'm really, really looking forward to reading that, because it's not because everybody just says amazing things about it, and it's obviously been out for quite some time, so really I have no excuse. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that. I have high hopes. And that is all the books I have planned to read in the next 2 months. I think that's a reasonable amount. I'm quite happy with that. I'm planning on reading so much in the summer. I cannot wait for summer. Oh, so excited. I've already been making a list of all the books I'm going to read in the summer. Yeah, so that is my April/May TBR. I hope you enjoyed, and please, if you have read any of these books, then let me know what you thought about them, or if you were thinking of reading any of these books, let me know what you're thinking and we can talk about them. Yeah, and like I said, definitely going to review Midwich Cuckoos and Sherlock Holmes, but if you do want me to review anything else, then please say so, and I'm happy to do that. Yeah, I'll see you all again very soon. Bye!